Tell me I don't know how to run an automotive company without telling me I don't know how to run an automotive company. I had a lot more respect for Farley at Ford until today. General Motors, I would expect this retarded shit out of Barra all day. And all her little retarded ass minions. 100%. I would have expected this from GM. But Ford? Come on, Ford. I guess they can't read a room, man. These dumb son of a bitches went to the White House and tried to ask for legislation to keep us, the general public, from working on our own vehicles. Guys, before we get into today's video, I got to talk about the giveaway that's going on the channel and the combo pack between the Dodge Viper SRT V10 and the SRT, or it's not that's not an SRT. It's the Ram TRX. The new TRX is an SRT. Whatever. The Ram TRX that we have up, the combo pack, where if you get in on one, you can get in on both by getting that combo pack. And the multipliers are up, are ending at some point today. When they pulled off the site, they pulled off the site, or if those last 4 packages sell, whatever happens first. If you want to get in on it, it's real simple to do so. Link is in the description down below. tksgarage.bigcartel.com. They will get pulled today. All right. I just can't believe this shit. You know, representatives from Ford were at the White House, and I give Antonio Filosa, you know who didn't get mentioned? I know, because someone's going to say I'm in the bag for Stellantis, right? You know who didn't get mentioned that wanted us not to be able to work on our own vehicles? Stellantis. They didn't do that. Just Ford and GM. Why? Why would they not want you to work on your own vehicles? Because they want to be able to, I was going to say something that rhymes with a fruit. They want to seedless grape your ass. Grape, like grapes, you know, grapes that grow on a vine. You can figure out what I'm trying to say. YouTube is such an interesting place. You have to figure out how you want to say what you can't just say what you want to say. You just have to figure it out. And I know you go to Rumble. Yeah, nobody's there. I have a whole channel over there. Nobody's there. Nobody's watching shit over there. So, no. Anyways, maybe that changes, but right now, no. What I found interesting, though, is you got a lot of balls as Ford and GM to go to the president and say, write us legislation, you know, pass legislation, and they want them to do it through like budget reconciliation because they know that's going through right now. There's all different stuff that they're trying to put in, the SAFE Act, all different types of stuff, because we're back at budget reconciliation to get things done. And one thing, which I was sad about, and I need to do a separate video on this, the Diesel Truck Liberation Act had, like, basically they were talking about putting it in before they did the last round of funding. And then that kind of fell out of the way. Now we're back to budget reconciliation. This is the last major bill that the president's going to get in case they lose the House in November. So they're going to shove everything they can into the shit and push it through on a party line vote. And both sides do this. So miss me with that shit in the comments. But that's why these executives from Ford and GM have gone to them and said, hey, we want to get rid of their ability to repair their own vehicles. You know why? When the president signed an executive order and some other stuff, a memo to the EPA to say, hey, we need to give people the right to repair their emission systems and their emission systems on their diesel vehicles. But before you, what about, I know the comments, so I'm going to say, what about gas? If it's goes for diesel, it goes for gas. Diesel is a bigger offender than gas, according to the government, okay? So if they put in legislation or they put in a rule for diesel, it goes for gas too. Got it? Cool. Now, keep up. So now, this happens, right? And the president literally laughed. He literally laughed at them. Because he literally said, didn't we just sign legislation to allow, or didn't we just sign an executive order and push the EPA to let people be able to repair their own equipment? And when I mean repair, I don't know if you know this or not, it's on the books. You can read the executive order. If you have an emission system, like they made it already where like the DEF sensors can't, slow down or depower a vehicle over a certain amount of time, but that doesn't matter because the NOx sensor can then go bad and do the same thing. They're working on that too. But in there, it said if the appropriate parts weren't available, the consumer, the person that owns the equipment. Now, this was meant for farmers, but it doesn't specifically say farmers. So miss me with that shit in the comments too. It says very clearly that consumer, that customer can do what they need to do to get the equipment up and running by up into removing whatever that is. You know what they used to call that? Deleting. We used to call that the weight loss program on a diesel truck, the Jenny Craig, the Richard Simmons, all right? That's what we used to call that. Now we say repair because you can actually repair your truck. If you go to your local dealer and they ain't got the parts and it's 6 weeks out and you're using that truck for work, hauling your family around, whatever the situation is, under that order, you can pull that shit off your truck. Now, what does that mean? Because I know the next one, well, the state says you can't do that, TK. No shit. You're doing whatever you're doing at your own risk. That said, if you live in one of those states that go for this pie in the sky bullshit, move. There you go. Just move. Move to a place that has common sense. Because the other places, like if the federal government is telling you that this is what's cool, but the state is telling you it's not, well, there's other things you could do. It takes money. You could sue. You could sue the state government. Take their ass to federal court. Because the president said it's okay. It should be okay for you. Now, getting back to where we're at, these manufacturers are asking for this now because guess what's happening? You have people that are using this, especially in states where the state government has common sense, like, I don't know, Oklahoma, Texas, Florida, New Mexico, which doesn't make any sense to me because it's kind of inspiring because it's a pretty liberal state, to be honest. Montana. And people are going into the dealerships and saying, hey, wait, this is the law. You don't have this equipment. I don't need you to remove it. You don't have the replacement. I'm going to remove it. I need you because they have the tune. And in that order, they had to give those, part of that deal or what the EPA was doing was they had to update and give the consumer a tune or allow you to come into a dealership to get the tune if that system had to be changed, i.e. removed. So what Ford and GM are doing is like, oh, nah, we ain't taking no part of this shit. We want legislation that says you can't do this. The president laughed them out of the Oval Office. And I want to thank Farley and his minions, and I want to thank Barra and her minions for being the absolute fucking retards to even think to bring that to the president. Because you know what you did? One of the things in conversation, and if you ever want to go to the whitehouse.gov, you can read the minutes and stuff of what was said. Go look at it. The president said, don't we have like legislation pending for this? The Diesel Freedom Act or whatever? And one of the assistants, whatever, one of the aides are like the Diesel Truck Liberation Act. Oh yeah. I want to thank GM and Ford because all you did was put this right back in the front of the mind of the president. You know what he's going to do? He's going to push Thune and the Republicans to put that shit in budget reconciliation. So thank you. Those of us that want to have common sense when it comes to these systems on vehicles, we 100% thank you. Because as soon as that happens, God, the mass exodus of deletes that are going to go down in the United States, like millionaires are going to be made selling tunes for trucks. Millionaires are going to be made doing, like, people, if they're smart, they're going to open a truck place called Jenny Craig. I don't even know if I think they're out of business. Like, they're just going to open a Jenny Craig trucks where you could just come in and get a full weight loss plan. They should just call it Ratatrutide for trucks. Like, I'm dead serious. This is insane. I can't believe that these jackasses at GM and Ford thought that they were going to walk into the White House and you were going to actually get the president to be like, sure, let's make a bill where we fuck our citizens. Let me get a bill, because I'm a builder. As soon as he leaves the White House, he goes back to doing business, right? Let me make legislation that makes it harder for my construction companies to build shit. God, the level of incompetence in the auto sector here is shocking. Shocking. And you know what's crazy? I bet it's not even Farley directly, because I'm sure this will get to him and someone's going to be like, damn, Jim, this dude cooked your ass. I didn't black car guru you. I didn't come up here and go, oh man, and then just get into, oh, this howdy doody looking. I didn't get into all that. I didn't do all that. We could do that, but I didn't do that. Shout out to my dude. Shout out to Black Car Guru, man. That's my fucking entertainment every day. When you dumbasses get in the comments and say stupid ass shit, get cooked. See, there are some of us out here that just don't go for anything. Anyways, I do have to give a major salute and a major common sense award to Stellantis, because they didn't send anybody for that shit. They were like, nope, we don't want anything to do with, we ain't touching that. I wouldn't hit that with your dick. Like, literally, that's what Stellantis was like. Absolutely not. We're not touching that shit. What a 10-foot pole. Common sense award. So, what do you think about this? To be honest, it doesn't surprise me. And we got some more GM news because, they're finally getting some fucking common sense. I think they just need to get rid of Barr and the company would immediately be better. But that's neither here nor there. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about these guys going into the White House thinking that they were going to talk the president into not letting us be able to fix our own vehicles. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time, whoa, for the longest.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet.